Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the oldest and most fascinating traditions in the world, the inauguration of a new pope. When a new leader of the Catholic Church is chosen, it's not just a simple swearing-in ceremony. It's a process steeped in centuries of history, symbolism, and ritual. And as part of this, the new pope receives several very specific, very important items. These aren't just objects. They are powerful symbols of his new role, his responsibilities, and his connection to a lineage stretching back nearly 2,000 years. So, what are these items? Some you might have heard of, but I guarantee a few will surprise you. We're going to explore 7 of the most crucial items a new pope must receive. From ancient rings to special garments, each one tells a story. Ready to uncover the secrets behind the papal inauguration? Let's get started. First up, let's talk about something you've probably seen in pictures, the fisherman's ring, or the annulus piscatoris asterisk. This isn't just any piece of jewelry. It's one of the most powerful symbols of the papacy. The ring is custom-made for each new pope and traditionally features an image of St. Peter, who was a fisherman, casting his nets from a boat. Above this scene, the pope's chosen papal name is inscribed. But why a fisherman? It's a direct reference to the Bible, where Jesus tells Peter, "I will make you a fisher of men." This ring symbolizes the pope's mission to guide and gather the faithful. It's also historically significant because it was once used to seal official papal documents with wax. When a pope passes away or resigns, the ring is ceremonially destroyed with a special silver hammer by the Camerlengo, marking the end of the pontificate and preventing any potential forgeries. It's a tangible link to the very first pope, St. Peter himself. Next on our list is an item that signifies the pope's role as a shepherd to his flock, the papal ferule. This is the long staff, or crozier, that the pope carries during liturgical ceremonies. Unlike the traditional croziers of bishops, which are curved at the top like a shepherd's crook, the papal ferula has typically ended in a cross or a crucifix. This distinction emphasizes the pope's universal jurisdiction and his direct link to Christ's sacrifice. Over the centuries, the design has varied. For a long time, popes didn't even use a ferula, but since Pope Paul VI in the 20th century, it has become a standard part of papal ceremonies. Pope Benedict XVI famously used a ferula with a simple cross, while Pope Francis often uses a silver one given to him by a group of young people, symbolizing his connection to the youth. The ferula is a constant visual reminder that the Pope is the chief shepherd, tasked with leading the more than 1 billion Catholics around the world. It's a symbol of guidance, authority, and pastoral care. The third item is one you might not think of, but it's incredibly symbolic, the pallium. The pallium is a simple white woolen band, almost like a scarf. Worn over the Pope's vestments around his neck and shoulders, it's decorated with 6 black silk crosses. It might look simple, but its creation and meaning are profound. The wool for the pallium comes from 2 special lambs that are blessed each year on the feast of St. Agnes. The palliums are then woven by nuns and are kept in a special casket near the tomb of St. Peter until they are needed. When a new pope is inaugurated, he is invested with the pallium. It symbolizes his authority as the Bishop of Rome and, more importantly, his role as the good shepherd who carries the lost sheep on his shoulders, just as the pallium rests on his. It's a garment of responsibility, a constant physical reminder of the weight of his office and his duty to care for every single member of his flock. It connects him directly to the mission of Christ and the legacy of Peter. Let's move on to the fourth item, which is all about the Pope's new identity, the papal name. When a cardinal is elected Pope, one of the very first questions he is asked is, "By what name do you wish to be called?" This is a hugely significant moment. Choosing a new name signifies a complete transformation, a new beginning, and a new mission. It's a tradition that dates back to the 6th century. The choice of name is deeply personal and often sends a message about the kind of pontificate the new pope hopes to have. For example, by choosing the name Francis, the current pope signaled a focus on the poor, on humility, and on caring for creation, in honor of St. Francis of Assisi. When a pope chooses the name of a predecessor, like John Paul II, it can indicate a desire to continue their work. This chosen name is then announced to the world from the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, with the famous Latin phrase, Habemus Papam. We have a pope. It's the first official introduction of the man to his new, worldwide role. The 5th and 6th items are tied to a specific place, the Pope's new home and office. We're talking about the keys to the papal apartments and the Lateran Palace. While the whole world knows the Pope lives in Vatican City, he officially takes possession of his new residence. The papal apartments are located within the Apostolic Palace, overlooking St. Peter's Square. This is where he will live, work, and hold private meetings. Receiving the keys is a practical but also deeply symbolic act of taking up residence and beginning his day-to-day governance of the Church. But there's another, even more historically significant residence, the Lateran Palace. The Archbasilica of St. John Lateran is the official cathedral of the Pope as the Bishop of Rome. Taking possession of the Lateran is a crucial ceremony where he is formally installed as Rome's bishop. It solidifies his primary role, from which all his other authority flows. So he gets the keys to his home, the Apostolic Palace, and the keys to his cathedral, the Lateran, cementing his position both as head of the Universal Church and as the local Bishop of Rome. Our seventh and final item is perhaps the most powerful and symbolic of all, the keys of St. Peter. Now, these aren't literal physical keys that open a door. They are a powerful symbol that is central to the entire concept of the papacy. You see them everywhere in Vatican imagery, on the flag, on the coat of arms. They are one gold key and one silver key, tied together with a red cord. This imagery comes directly from the Gospel of Matthew, where Jesus says to Peter, "I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven." The gold key represents the Pope's spiritual authority to open the way to heaven, while the silver key represents his temporal authority on earth to guide and govern the Church. They signify his power to bind and loose, meaning to make doctrinal decisions, to forgive, and to lead the faithful. While the Pope doesn't physically receive a set of keys at his inauguration, the symbol of the keys is bestowed upon him. It is the ultimate representation of the authority and divine mandate passed down from St. Peter, making it the most important item a new Pope receives. So there you have it, 7 of the most important items and symbols a new Pope receives upon his election. From the fisherman's ring connecting him to St. Peter, to the pallium symbolizing his role as a shepherd, and the keys representing his ultimate authority. Each object is steeped in history and meaning, transforming a cardinal into the Roman pontiff, the spiritual leader for billions. It's a fascinating blend of ancient tradition and profound symbolism that marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Catholic Church. I hope you found this look behind the scenes of the papacy as interesting as I do. What other traditions or symbols are you curious about? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your ideas and questions. Thanks so much for watching today. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more deep dives into fascinating topics like this. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next video. We truly appreciate your support. Until next time, stay curious,